I found out my daughter has been sleeping with her sister's husband, so I uninvited her to Christmas. She says it's none of my business, and that I'll get over it. Posted by u/electronic_gas_5769. Bear with me, I am on mobile. I am a mother of 4 children, 2 older sons and 2 younger daughters. All of them are adults and have moved out a long time ago. I have always been close with my daughter Sally, while Penny has always liked to have her own space, which I don't mind. They're both beautiful, talented young women that I thought I couldn't be more proud of. We're having early Christmas this year. In the first week of December, I was inviting everyone around for Christmas dinner, gift giving, and a lot. When I phoned Penny yesterday to clarify a few things, she mentioned that she and her husband would not be coming. When I asked why, she said that they had separated for now, as he had cheated. I said that it was surely better to spend time with family if this was the case and maybe she should come home for some time. She hesitated for a while, but eventually told me he had been having an affair with Sally and that they had been seeing each other for the past 2 years. I felt sick. For the past 6 months in our talks, Sally had alluded to seeing someone and was typically girl in love. I uninvited Sally to the Christmas gathering and blocked her. I don't know if I'm able to deal with her before Christmas, but this is family time, and family can't hurt each other like that. I'm at a loss, in all honesty. Penny is now coming, which is good because, at this time, she needs the stability of people who love her, in my opinion. The problem is that Sally naturally thinks I'm in the wrong. It's none of my business, and as her mother, I can't block her and remove her from the family. My sister thinks I shouldn't get involved in their personal lives, which I think is BS. My daughter needs us right now. But then she tells me, I have 2 daughters to think about, which I think isn't true. Sally has forfeited that right at the moment. Thankfully, my husband is liaising with Sally at the moment, but he is also in solidarity with me. So, are we in the wrong for uninviting a daughter for Christmas? /relevant comments. Commenter. No, sleeping with her sister's husband is a perfectly valid reason to uninvite your daughter. This is a situation where one person has so massively wronged the other that staying neutral or not taking sides is, in itself, taking a side. I've seen similar cases go the other way, where the betrayed sister is expected to suck it up and put her hurt and feelings aside for the sake of the family, so good for you for not going down that road. Commenter 2. Overall, I think you're doing the right thing in a damn difficult situation by trying to get through the holidays and give Penny a bit of family support. You're right, she needs a bit of extra support. Good on you, Mama Bear. Sally will hopefully come to understand the full extent of what she's done later. I see this as one of those I'm not mad at you, I'm just extremely disappointed type moments. And those are almost worse for the mama's girl that Sally seems to be. Ops response. I am completely mad though. I'm overwhelmed with emotion and don't even know how to express it. I feel guilty for even crying when it's not truly my pain, but I guess that's part of caring. That's why I blocked her for now, and while I spend time away, I'm going to write her a letter. Sometimes being able to instantly reply in an argument just means it'll take longer to solve. But yes, disappointment is a big part of what I'm feeling. I just feel disgusted that she would talk to me about this mystery man like it was our secret. Thank you all for letting me talk here. Having different voices to assure and guide me helps a lot. Op adds an edit to her post. Penny's mother-in-law found out. While she and I have only spoken a few times, she did dote on Penny, and I know Penny got along well with her. I haven't spoken to her personally, but I know she phoned my daughter and was really supportive and crying. My sister said that if Sally isn't invited, then she isn't going either. Which is fine by me, she wasn't invited in the first place due to the pandemic. Otherwise, I've been working and doing some crochet, so it's been quiet. Update 1 month later. Hello all. My Christmas gathering was yesterday and my son and husband wondered if I would post an update for you all. It's been rather uneventful, but I've been equally surrounded by warmth and love while also feeling heartbroken and lonely. So, first of all, my daughter Penny has been staying with us. She works from home. My husband and eldest went to get some more of her stuff from her old house. Penny's mother-in-law, Jane, was there and was very helpful and sweet. She also bought some mint hot chocolate for our Penny and Christmas candles. I know they're her favorite. From what Penny has told me, Jane is having similar feelings to me, a lot of guilt over our children's decision to hurt people we love. I think at this point we have to accept that we did our best raising them, but they're adults now, so we can't beat ourselves up. Penny and Jane are going to stay in touch. I think Jane truly does think of Penny as a daughter and friend. On to some more negative things. I wrote my letter to Sally during this time. I expressed that I was extremely disappointed and also disgusted. While I will continue to have a relationship with her, She won't be welcome at any family gatherings with Penny present unless Penny has reached a point in her life where she feels comfortable. I told her what some of you had said, that not taking a side would be a side, and that she had, for all intents and purposes, already uninvited herself when she was so cruel to her sister. Sally had apparently come up on Friday and knocked on the door. I was out shopping at the time. My husband spoke to her. Apparently, Sally and Michael, my son-in-law, are going to continue their relationship. I will not support it in any way, shape, or form. She may be my daughter, but that man is not welcome. I'm supporting Penny through the divorce, and if Sally ever expects money for the wedding or a house, then she's a very naive girl. My husband sent her away, after which Sally said we'd have to get over it someday. Otherwise, the Christmas gathering was lovely. It was strange not getting drunk and playing board games due to COVID, but still a pleasant time. My hip hurts from the cooking, but my husband and Penny did the cleaning up, so who's the real winner? I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you very much for your kind words when I last spoke to you. Second update 1 year 10 months later. Hello all. I hope this message finds you well. A lot has changed since I last spoke with you all, so I would like to update you because I am finding things a bit difficult right now. First of all, Penny is doing well. She met someone new about a year ago, they're incredibly supportive and sweet, and they made such an effort in getting to know me and my husband. Penny was still living with me when she started seeing them, so I got to watch their relationship develop, and although Penny is a grown woman, I couldn't help but be reminded of when she was a child and having crushes. It was very endearing, and I'm glad I got to witness firsthand the smile her new partner gives her. Penny also got a new job and has moved to Ireland with her partner. Sally and Michael have continued their relationship. I don't have a lot of love to give Michael. I'm civil enough, but frankly, it is difficult for me to become invested in their relationship at all. Michael recently asked my permission to marry Sally, which was disrespectful, to say the least. Penny still lived with me last Christmas, so again, they were not invited. I am not hosting this Christmas and am instead going to visit my eldest son. He and his wife had a little boy at the beginning of this year. They've asked me to stay with them for a little while so I can help with the cooking and cleaning, as they have been struggling a little bit. Finally, my husband passed away 9 months ago. He fell while on a walk and hit his head, and was there for some hours before someone found him. It's been a difficult transition, to put it mildly. Being a little bit on the older side, I've lost a fair few people in my life, and while I do grieve, I always have the strength to continue. Losing my husband made me realize how much I relied on him. Not just to take the bins out or pick me up from choir practice, but all the times I was angry, sad, and overwhelmed, and he was there for me. When other people passed away, at least you get moments of respite in the grief, where you just sort of forget they've passed. With my husband, there are only reminders. Every time I wake up alone, when I now have to take the bins out, when I have to cook a meal just for one person. There's not really a moment of peace in this grief, and I have found it very difficult to deal with. It's his birthday at the end of November, and there was another moment of grief as I had to get rid of my notes for birthday gift ideas in my notebook. Everything has just been so painful to deal with, and I just cannot stop crying even after all this time. I just can't even stand to think of the good moments I shared with him because it just hurts too much. I know there's not a correct way to grieve or a time limit, but I just feel like I've got to get up and start looking after myself for everyone around me. I really want to thank any of you that read this. It's been incredibly helpful just to be able to share my feelings a little bit. I hope you all have been doing well. Third update 2 years 4 months later. I wasn't quite sure how to respond to all the messages I received after my last post. It seemed like a mighty task to reply to you all individually, so although I appreciate the well wishes, you'll have to settle for sharing the thank you message. So, thank you all for the advice and care you've shown since that one Christmas so many years ago. When my husband passed, I could not see another way to live my life. We had shared and created so much together, and I suppose I never imagined a life without him because I never wanted it. That being said, my husband, quite selfishly, died, and so after a year of stagnation, it was time to live a life without him. I have moved closer to my eldest son and his wife to help raise my grandchildren. It was difficult at first because, although the children keep me busy and give me joy and purpose, I did sometimes wish to talk to someone my own age about my own interests, and not just Bluey. Serendipitously, I ran into an old friend of mine at the leisure center about half a year ago, and she is also widowed. It feels like a light in my life has been switched back on. We reconnected almost instantly, and it's a blessing to have someone I can rely on again. We are living together, and she is pretty much considered co-grandmother. While I do still wake up alone, I now know that the kettle is already boiling downstairs. Penny is doing well. She has now moved to the Netherlands for work, and she and her partner are still together. They've just recently gone back home after visiting for the week. Sally is also doing well. I know for some that will be disappointing to hear, including myself sometimes. On one hand, as a mother, I'm glad she's happy. On the other hand, equally as a mother, I can't forgive her for hurting Penny. I also have some deeper resentments, as my husband passed while he was also hurting because of the decisions she had made. Sometimes it feels unfair to hold that against her. We still talk and I still love her, but sometimes I feel like I'm going through the motions rather than caring for my daughter as I used to. It's also a really hard thing to talk about with other people. There's a lot of guilt and shame involved when sharing that sometimes I feel quite ambivalent towards my daughter. All in all, the last couple of years have been a bit eventful. I would give everything to turn back time, but I can't, and so I spend my time appreciating everything I still have. Once again, thank you all for your advice, care, and well wishes. The help I received was invaluable for navigating a difficult time in my life.